Hello everybody, Angie here. I am coming on to do my next episode of my UFO projects. We left off with getting the signature sewn into this journal and it's coming along quite nicely. I know I fumbled and everything getting those sewn in because I didn't do any measuring, so it was a little bit awkward, but we got through it and it turned out really nice. I got my signatures in level, got them all trimmed up and to the exact size, and I'm really liking how this is coming along. So I thought we would get this project finished up. Okay, so how's everybody? Everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving, and I'm sure we're running around with our chickens like chickens with their heads cut off. I know I am uploading this video for you guys back to back. Usually I try to wait a few days and spread them out, but I'm trying to get myself caught up as well so I have time to do my cooking and prepping and all that good stuff. So I hope everybody's feeling joyful and really grateful for the holiday and getting plans together for their families as I am. So let's get this baby knocked out. I have a few ideas of what I want to do, and I already talked a little bit about doing the cover, just keeping it simple. Lay that on there to kind of hold that down. We left off with prepping this beautiful image of these two birds here, and I don't know what kind of birds they are. I had the label there. I didn't even take the time to look. I was so flustered with getting the signature sewn in on the last video, I didn't even look. But I think that looks really, really nice. And I purposely did a little backing. Hopefully you guys watched that video because I wanted a little bit of dimension. Then I thought even with that, it's still too flat. I want something more. So I pulled out the leftover fabric that I had from this, as well as some cheesecloth. And I thought we could layer some of that and even build it up a little bit more. Okay, and I'm not even gonna bother separating this because you know you can separate the cheesecloth. Okay, so let's put this aside for the moment, and here and there, and let's trim a piece of this. And then decide what we're gonna do. All right, I'm just gonna eyeball it like that. Let me put this away because it gets dusty, and put it on the floor, it's gonna have dog hair on it. All right, get in frame here. Try to unwrap this a little bit. And of course I'm gonna have to trim this a little bit, but that's fine. Pull this open, stretch it out. There we go. Okay, and then let's cut a piece of this fabric. Oh, that's a good size to make another cover for a journal, but if I cut into it, that's okay. Not a big deal. Now, do I want this behind here, and then this behind here, or reverse? I think that looks fine, don't you? All right. So let's kind of guesstimate about space that I'm going to need. And don't want it too big because it won't fit within the front of the journal. So I got to be mindful of that as well. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want it to be close to square or rectangle, should we say. So I'm just going to fold that over and then just trim up the edges just a bit. I'm not far off. And it's going to fray a little bit. I don't mind that because with the cheesecloth behind there, I think that'll look kind of nice actually. If we got some frayed edges. Okay, so that's that. I'll hold on to those scissors because we're going to have to trim the cheesecloth as well. Stretch it out a little bit. And I really, okay. Right about there. And I'm really going to have to get myself some fabric glue. I keep doing these projects and don't have any fabric glue. But so far, our glitter glue is holding up quite nicely for all the projects that I do. But I keep telling myself I'm going to invest in some. And I will eventually. I'm just procrastinating with it. I know everybody in the crafting community is really swears by, you know, Fabri-Tac and such. But I just have not tried it yet. Maybe that'll be one of my resolutions for the new year, is to invest in some of that and give that a go. Okay. Let's see how that looks on the cover. For size, I like the layering, but I'm just thinking about the size, how that's gonna look. I think I want to trim that down a little bit. I think I want to bring this up right to match with the edge of the blue fabric, and the same on this end. I don't think I want that much hanging over. It's just a little too bright. Okay. I want you to be able to see it through the cheesecloth, but not necessarily so much on the edges, I think. Yeah, I'm liking that much more. Okay, so let me trim. Yes, that's much better, isn't it? A little closer edging around it. Yeah, I like that much better. Okay, now before I glue or sew or whatever I'm going to do to this, and I just thought about sewing, and I do have stitching around there, so it would be nice to complement that with a stitch. I brought in some hardware, and I thought maybe using some of that. Now I have these little flat elements, and I thought maybe something, we could do that. Can't do it across the top because that'll block his head. I don't really like that. I like it on the bottom. Okay, And then I brought in some more of these middle corners. Just play a little bit here until we get it right, the way we want it. That looks really nice. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Okay, and then I have, well, hold on. Let's see how that looks on top of the journal. I guess we kind of need that journal to kind of get a full look at how that's going to set on the top. So let me slide that right on here. Okay. And see how that's gonna play out. Because it might just be too much with the corners on the, which I think maybe it might. Or we can alternate them. Let's take off 2 and put them I mean, it looks nice. Okay, that's one look we can go for. Then I have these little tiny book corners. I thought we could give those a try. Maybe. There we go. I'll start with 2, and then we'll see if we need 2 or 4, if any at all. Okay, so I definitely want to do that. Let's put the other 2 on. That looks nice. What do we think about that? And then I also have this little metal flower piece that you put together, which I didn't grab the brad for it, but I can grab that if I choose to use it. We can also include maybe that in there. There's 3 pieces to that. We can maybe put that there. What do you think, guys? Separate them. I got to think about doing those flowers first, because if I do, I got to tuck them in so the prongs won't show. I definitely like these little corners. All right, let's start there and glue those in. And again, I'm just going to use some art glitter glue, and I know I'm out of frame. Let's just a little smidge of glue on the corners there. And down we go. That's one. So do you guys do the hit the stores after Thanksgiving? I used to, but I'm not so, I don't know. I guess as you get older, you lose the wow factor in it. It's not that exciting dealing with the traffic and the crowds and the lines. So now it's kind of online, or I try to pre shop early. I do the stores, but I don't rush out right away. I'll probably go out at some point during the weekend, but I'm not really in any rush, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I like to physically go in the stores, and it's more impulse shopping than anything else, if you know what I mean. I end up grabbing stuff. I tell myself, oh, I gotta shop for this person and this person and this person. But then when I do go out, I end up bringing stuff home for the house, or stuff that's not on the list. And I'm like, did I really need to go out? No, but it was fun. But it's fun. Okay, I've got those on. Now, getting it on the backing here. And if I want the flower, I don't know. I think I do, actually. I think I do. And I'm thinking about something just as simple as that right there. I mean, it's obviously going to be like a outdoor, We'll see. Let me grab a brad. I'll be right back. Hold on a second, guys. Let's see what we've got here. I need like a bronze one. And I've got some nope, that's not the right color. I think they're all the same color though. Oh, no, here's one. Found one. I can grab a hold of it. Yep. Okay. Put all 3 pieces. And do you want to go in the middle or to the side? I think I'm going to do the middle because I also have, hold on a second. since we're going all out on this, let me measure and get exact. And I want it to be on and off. So let's just poke a hole right there. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Push those prongs down well. Just like that. That's nice, huh? Yeah, I like it. Okay, so now we need to glue this down. I'm just gonna dab it on here and there and lay it back down. I was thinking about stitching, but I really don't want to bring my sewing machine all the way up here. Okay. And then I'll give it a really good press once I get the top on. All right, now let's let me bring this a little closer to me for a moment. Okay, I'll flip it over and give it a good rub. Should bring my brayer out and brayer it and spread that glue around real well. Okay. Feels like it's secure. Oh, I like that. Okay, now we got to get it down on our journal. Okay. So I am going to saturate this really well. Blend that in a little bit. I want the glue oozing out all over. Okay. And we're ready to go down. Right there. I'll wipe my fingers off before I have glue everywhere. I like it. Okay. Now we need to figure out the closure, and then we're just gonna let that sit for a bit and let that firm up. Now I do have somewhere this kind of cream colored ribbon, just a piece of scrap that I had, and I thought that would go. So let's just, and I'm just going to do a really quick knot on here and tie it off. That's it. Keep it really easy. Just like that. Well, I guess I got to tie a knot though, don't I? See how much I'm gonna need. About there. Come to the back. I think one knot is good enough. Get those both about the same length. There we go. I'm going to put it in my lap and tie it closed. Shape my bow here a little bit. Very cute. I like that. I mean, I could bring the bow all the way up to the front, I guess. So it can be seen a little bit more. More like that. And now that I do that, I don't like these so long. I'm gonna cut these off. Okay, yeah, I think that's better. And I'm gonna put a dab of glue on there as well, since I didn't double knot that. Yes, very cute. Kind of position the bow like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's let that dry a bit. I think I might need a little more glue there. Those corners, make sure those take. Okay, what do you think, guys? 2 signature journal, real quick and easy. I like that cover. Okay, we're gonna let that set for a bit. Let's I grabbed some ribbon. Let's make a quick tassel. Now I just grabbed some colors that I had laying on top that I thought might go. Let's see what we got here. That's a pretty tassel. I'm gonna guess on the length, and then I'll bring the book in when it's time. And I always go a little bit longer. We can always trim up once we've got our pieces. So I've got a piece about, what is that? 19 inches, okay? So I'll start with, and I think I'll do, actually let's do 2 of each, because I don't have that many colors in front of me. So we'll do 2 strips of each. So we got 2 of that one. And I've got some crochet trim. There's one. 2. That's all of that one. I've got some of this pretty squirrel. It's got squirrels on it. Thought that would be kind of outdoorsy. That would be okay. I only have enough for one of those ones though. Okay. And here's a darker green. There's one. Two. And then I got some white. I'm going to put some white in there. There's one. And two. And for just a pop of color, I grabbed this pretty pink. Maybe we can throw a little of that in there. Try to have a little pop of color. I'll just do one of this one. Okay, and then here's some yellow for a little more color. Looks like I'm almost at the end of this one. Might be able to get 2 out of here. 1. Yeah, we're gonna make it. And 2. And then this is pretty close to the color in the cover, so I thought we could do this. So there's 1. 2. And then this is just a piece of scrap. We'll throw that in there. And then here's the same kind of like the squirrel, except it's got owls. And since we have birds on there already, I thought that would tie in. So let's add some of this. This was gifted to me by my dear friend Sean. Thank you, Sean. Let's see. Looks like we'll only get one piece of this one. Okay. All right, so that should be enough for a nice full fluffy tassel, huh? All right, let's start grabbing our pieces. Okay, so I've got one of each. Now we got to go back and do the second one of each. Okay. There's that one. That one. Okay. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice and full. So now we gotta bring the book back in. And we're gonna put it on our oh, I may not get them all through there. Let's see. We'll get it to work. Okay. Perfect. Find the halfway point. It's pretty good. Oh, how cute is that? That's a big tassel. Wow. I don't even think we need that much, but you know what? We're gonna stick to it. And then to wrap it, I've got a piece of this left that we used for the closure. And I'm going to get my hot glue for that. Hold on just a second. Because I'm thinking we may need some for these corners anyway, because they're kind of raising up a little bit on me. So I may want to put a little dab of hot glue on those corners as well. Okay, so that won't take long to get hot. And in the meantime, let's figure this out. And I think I'm just going to do a single wrap around. Let me make sure I'm in frame here. And try and get it as snug as I can. Actually, I'm going to grab another piece of this thin ribbon first before we glue. And I'm going to use it as like a tie-off, I think. Since this is so big and fluffy. Why don't we just do that and get it as tight and up close to the ring as I can. Yes. Okay. Snip those nice and close to the knot. And then I think I'm going to go over it with this. And then we will trim up the ends. Okay, my glue's hot. I'm just going to put a dab of glue on the end. Try not to burn myself. And wrap it around. Once, maybe twice. Let's see. Get it nice and tight. Put another dab of glue back there. And come around a second time. Okay, I'm going to flip it up. I'm going to cut it off toward the back so it doesn't show so much. Another dab of glue. Very good. Give it a snip. Okay, now I need to work with our ribbons here a little bit, get that knot out of the way that I made, tuck that down in. Just using my pokey tool here. Just tuck that down in there because a piece of it was sticking out. That's a big tassel. I like it. I like them fluffy. Okay, so now your ends are always going to be off a little bit, so just decide how long you want them. And put it out there. Snip. And I was going to put some beads on these, but since we did a tassel, I'm going to decide against that so I can snip those off. Oh my goodness, how cute is that? Okay, I'm liking it a lot. All right, let me toss those pieces away out of the, and let's get these corners down a little bit better. Just a dab. Be careful with all the strings. Yes, that's much better. One. Just a dab. How pretty. I do not like all those glue strands. Okay. Ta-da! I think that's it. Clean that up just a little. And I even have, while I'm snipping here, I'm just thinking, how pretty. And that yellow looks nice in there. Even that little hint of pink in there looks cute. Yes, I like that. Okay, I'm even thinking I have a book plate. Let me see if it's in here. No, let me grab a book plate. Hold on, guys. And I see that sun is coming over. I kind of like it. Let's see. Well, I need some brads also. Sorry, guys. Let me grab some brads. And the only thing I'm thinking is if I could find two in the color bronze. So I'm going to have to really dig in here. Let's see. They all look alike. I have to touch every one and get up close. I see one, looks like. Yep, here's one. If I can find one more. Is that one? Nope. No, I don't have two bronze. Let's see how it would look with these, they're not really silver. They're like a metal color. Let's see how that will look. I don't think too bad, yeah. Now just getting them on here, because I can't put them on because I don't want the prongs to show through. So I'm going to have to get them down and work with them so they don't show like that. There's one. Let's see here. And we can just hot glue that right on the front here. I like it. Let's do it. I'm going to put a little glue, but I'm also going to use some hot glue as well. Just a little bit of glue on the edge. Here. Okay, and then some hot glue. And I know it's going to ooze a bit, but hopefully we can clean that up. Not too bad. Oh, I like it. Now I'm going to see if I can trim off what's sticking out. Nope, that's not working too well. So let's see. I have to just try to do less. I'm going to remove it. I'm going to try again. And I'm going to try and use less glue. So I don't like it oozing out. Okay. There we go. Oh, I love it. All right, let me unplug this glue gun so it can start cooling down. All right, guys. Wow. I love it. Very nice. And we can do a quick, I got this piece of manila folder left over. Let's write notes and put that in there, huh? Cut a piece. Make sure that's straight. Okay. A little more glue looks like. See, I used too much or not enough. Finding the balance here. Finding the balance is what it's all about. Okay, is that gonna fit in there? It's not sticking very well. Okay, yeah, I need some E6000. And try it one more time. And if it doesn't work, then we will just do without that. Maybe we should just do without it. I don't want to damage the cover. Yeah, I think that's good, just like that, guys. We're gonna leave the book plate off. I wanted to put that on there and maybe put notes or something like that. I really like that on there. Okay, I'm gonna do this off camera and I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna find some wood, some type of glue in the garage, and I'm gonna put notes right there. Okay. Yeah. But other than that, this baby's done. Okay. We are at a good time to stop with that. We got this all finished up, and I really am very pleased with it. I love it. It's got 2 signatures, a whole bunch of vintage papers, fun, beautiful digitals. It's got a pocket in the front, pocket in the back. It's got metal findings all over just to embellish it that much more. Beautiful tassel, easy ribbon tie closure, and that beautiful image of those birds. All right, guys, that one's done. I am going to call it a day. I am going to sign off. I will see you guys after the holiday. I wish you all the very best. A very happy Thanksgiving, a wonderful time with your family and your friends. And thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.